Tom River Show. Pat O Melia here, you there. Hey, Tom River, how you doing? I'm going to clean my glasses a little bit. Got a busy show today. Not a hell of a lot of Tom's River, but outside of some consumer issues. First off, check your insurance rates you're paying for your car. There was a story on NJ.com. It talked about Cure Insurance, and they talked about Liberty Mutual and Cure, where a young lady got a quote from Cure, and it was like 60% cheaper than Liberty Mutual, who happens to be my insurer. They insure my cars, that emu guy, you know. So I decided, for the sake of the show, let me check my lukewarm coffee. Lo and behold, I got some quotes back. You do this online. You got some quotes back from Progressive, AAA, Liberty Mutual, and there was a fourth one in there, I forget, but they were out of the ballpark money-wise. My own company, Liberty Mutual, came back about 45% cheaper than I'm paying now. My own company with the same cars and the same drivers. So I got in touch with my insurance agent and say, you want to look into this? So he's looking into that. Hopefully Liberty Mutual will reconsider what they've been charging me and actually probably give me some money back or have me paid up quicker. Speaking of cars, my Lincoln, my 2007 Lincoln is down back at CNC. Not their fault. We have a real fuel problem finding out what's wrong with the Lincoln. And let me break commercial. We'll pick up on this on the rebound. You're watching the Tom's River Show. I'll be right back.
Introducing the all-new Ford Maverick. A truck for people who do stuff. And people who make stuff. People like Gabrielle Union.
I make this look good, don't I?
Who haul whatever they want to wherever they want. Like wood to build things made of wood with. And friends to get weird with. It's for long trips that the standard hybrid engine with a targeted EPA estimated city fuel economy rating of 40 miles per gallon helps with. That an 8-inch touchscreen connects with. And any trip that this interior makes more comfortable. But we'll let Gabrielle tell you all about it.
Or I could just tell them it's a Ford truck that starts at less than $20,000 MSRP.
Yep, that works too. The all-new Ford Maverick, built to defy expectations.
Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and launch inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net. Tom's River Show, Pat O Melia here, you there. Don't forget all stuff on the bottom of the screen. Love us here, like us there, follow us on Twitter and all that. For the last, let's say 3 months, there's been an issue with the fuel system on the Lincoln. And I replaced the fuel tank because one of the straps were broken. And when we took the other strap down, there was some rust in the tank. So we got a new tank. That was done by CNC. I spoke about that before. Got the new straps on. Then about a month later, there was like a bucking in the car. Not constant, but there. So I was up in my other studio, and the engine light went on. It was really being a problem. So I parked the car, fortunately, by my daughter's house, by the lot we parked our cars in. And Mario Goyer came down, and he picked up the car the next day. And the code read that it was a fuel pressure sensor. So we changed the fuel pressure sensor. Everything's fine. Until the car got up to really an operating temperature, about a half hour driving, it started manifesting itself again. So bring it back to Goyer. Goyer says, let's change the fuel filter. And we were talking about the pump, and I thought the pump was new. We put a new fuel pump in, and we put a new fuel filter. And everything seemed okay again until about a half hour or so. I'm driving down the seaside, and there's a problem. But I got all the way to Seaside. There was some bucking here and there. So I brought it over to CNC, and they checked it out, and they did some work on there. And they thought they had cured the problem with a fuel modulator. So we put a new fuel modulator in. I see you later. Blah, 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 blah. Half hour of driving, back again. So probably we're thinking that something electronic isn't right. Maybe it's that fuel pressure sensor. So Chris down there at CNC on Route 37 and Clinton Avenue, right by the Delta Gas, across the street by one of my topics today, Mavis Discount Tire, across the street is CNC. Let's get into the show here. Stuff you're into. 5G service. 5G is going to be like living in space. It'll be great. It'll be quick service. Your phone's going to work better. Your television and your home internet. Well, Verizon has rolled it out last week. And there's some issues near airports that have to do with interfering with planes' altimeter. Now, planes won't know how far they are from the ground. So there's an issue there with the 5G they got to work out. So they're not turning on the 5G within a mile or so of an airport. Seaside Heights, they're not going to, it looks like I was talking with Mayor Voss today, they won't have it in Seaside Heights until the spring. The cell towers are up, hanging on poles and what have you. I really can't wait to get Verizon 5G. We have Optimum here in Seaside Heights. That's the only game in town. They do have Verizon in Seaside Heights, but it's only on one block, Grant Avenue. So you can't get really good broadband. And Optimum's broadband is terrible. I got in the studio here in Seaside Heights, I have a whopping 300 millibytes per second upload. At my kid's house, they got 400 millibytes per second upload. I'm not real, that's download, the 300 and 400 millibytes per second on a good day. Let's put that in there. I'm interested in upload from when I'm uploading these shows into our live stream based network, into YouTube, into Facebook, into Twitter, all the outlets and streaming networks that we utilize. I need upload speed. I don't care about downloading the studios. I am lucky. My biorhythms would have to be perfect. The stars would have to be aligned for me to have 50 upload in this studio. Now, we've done live debates in here, and things can get iffy. Minimum you want is 10. Anything lower than 10, and you're really rolling the dice about buffering and all the other problems. There have been times with Optimum broadband where we literally were down to 1 millibyte per second. It actually didn't work. And I went out and I changed the router. I went out and bought a high-priced router. That helped quite a bit, and we fine-tuned that. But it's still, like I said, I have to be living right. I have to have Pat Mahomes kind of a day going on for me to be able to really enjoy the broadband. And in my North Bergen studio, we have Verizon up there. We got Verizon Fios broadband. And we get like 500 millibytes per second upload and download. And it's a totally, well, let me break the commercial and we'll talk more about this. You're watching the Tom Driver Show. I'll be right back. Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights. Your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments. Carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants. All major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation. Credit cards and debit cards accepted. Financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792-2712.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers a quality of life you deserve in one of our many high-rise towers. With amenities such as the on-site Newport Path, light rail, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Kohl's, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams and Acme Supermarket are just outside your front door. A health and fitness center, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. Enjoy the New York skyline from our waterfront and various parks. Manhattan is just one pass stop away, or quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Looking to visit? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. For more information, visit us at newportnj.com. Make lasting memories to cherish forever. It's incredible. It's you, Newport. Live like you want.
We're back, Tom's River Show. Pat O Melia here, and we're talking about 5G service. It's great for your cell phone. Some people are already picking it up on their cell phone, which I just found out my phone is not 5G. We have in North Bergen studio Fios broadband, and it's great. We never have an issue with the Fios broadband in North Bergen. It's like I said, I think we counted one time 568 millibytes per second upload. Again, I don't really care about the download, but it's lightning quick. I have 3 phone lines on that package also. I pay like $135 a month. Now, I've been to the council meetings here in Seaside. I have fought with Optimum, with Marilyn Davis, great person, government affairs. I explained everything I can, from the cost difference to, the technology. I have issues with personnel at Verizon, but you can't knock their technology. In Tom's River, you may have some of the 5G already rolled out. And in parts of Tom's River, you have Optimum. You want to get away from Optimum with your broadband. And with the 5G service from Verizon, it's the broadband, it's your cell phone, it's your Wi-Fi, and it's television. And you can download, you can get DirecTV through Verizon, all these packages. And I guarantee you, you could take the greatest package Verizon has, and it'll still be cheaper than Optimum. I pay $132 a month just for the broadband here. Nothing else, just for the broadband. Horrible broadband, awful broadband, which I'm on record at the council meetings on. And I spoke to Optimum face-to-face over this. In North Bergen, I have great broadband and 3 phone lines for about $5 more a month. So if you are in Tom's River, and of course you must be because that's where we're broadcasting you to, check. Find out if it is available and jump on it. I don't know how Comcast is. I had Comcast in my Jersey City studio years ago. It was all right. But, there's so much that's dependent upon the broadband now. Mavis Tire. Yeah, Mavis Tire. Discount tire at $280, Route 37 here in Tom's River. As I've been telling you for the last few shows, stay the hell away from them. Any way you possibly can. There are other tire companies. You got Firestone, you got Cooper Tire, you want tires, go to CNC. I guarantee they'll mount tires for you. Or any other repairs. I wouldn't go to Mavis to do a tune-up. I wouldn't go to Mavis to make a U-turn in their yard. That's how awful they are. They are either incompetent or corrupt, and I'm leaning towards corrupt. Now, I told you the story where I was in there for 3 hours. I was tweeting the whole day. You can go back and you can follow on my Twitter, and you can see everything that I was tweeting on December the 19th. Guy's getting his car worked in there. He's getting a tune-up. There's coil packs. They charge them for coil packs. They didn't put the coil packs in, but they charged them. There's cops responded. Mechanics were fighting in the shop, rolling out their toolboxes. It was incredible to watch. Their customer service is as bad as the service on Route 280. They're just trying to ignore me. That is not going to happen. These cameras make me a superpower. And I am not going to let Mavis Tire go until I'm satisfied that they are going to change. And I'm going to watch them all the time. For that matter, I have some Yelps here. I'm going to keep an eye on them. I'm not going to be satisfied until that person, who contacted us on Facebook, by the way, with the coil packs that they were charged for and they didn't put in, and they're fairly pricey, those coil packs. Until that man is reimbursed 100%. Not just for the friggin' coil packs that Mavis charged and didn't put in. I mean the whole job. Everything that was done on that guy's vehicle should be completely reimbursed to him, just because how they are. Now, what we have here is some interesting stories. Now, every one of these reviews are 1 star. Hopefully we can get these up on the screen. Forget about making reservations. They don't honor them. Won't go back. Just went to, this another one, 1 star. Just went to the store on Tom's River. Went in and said I had a problem with my daughter's car, and the representative at the counter treated us like we were one of his co-workers instead of a customer. Totally disrespectful, basically shouting how busy they are and how they won't be able to help anyone, which is no problem, but there is no reason to speak to customers in such a negative and disrespectful way. I'm not making this up. You can go to Yelp and check it out yourself. I'll read this one. What a nightmare. I scheduled an appointment twice at 280 Route 37 Toms River Mavis Discount Tire. My first scheduled appointment online, everything was fine. They even emailed me to see what store you want to go to. When I came in, the guy said, "Oh, we have a lot of cars right now." I asked them, "Why did you not call me so that I wouldn't waste my time coming here?" They said, "Sorry, there's nothing we can do about it." I decided to reschedule again. Everything is okay. Emailed to me again. See you later for your appointment. Went there the second time. Same person when I arrived. He said, "We have only 2 people working today. We need to reschedule you again." Keep in mind, people are taking time off to make these appointments to go there. But let's break for commercial. You're watching the Tom Driver Show. I'll be right back.
Good Friend Self-Storage in North Bergen, New Jersey is a fully climate-controlled facility equipped with state-of-the-art security, packing supplies, a Refer Friend program, and multiple loading docks convenient for commercial use. Located just off of Route 3 at 4301 Tunnelly Avenue, Route 1 and 9. Call 201-867-2444 or visit us on the web today. Good Friend Self-Storage. Let us be your good friend.
Panapinto Properties, Jersey City, shaping the workplace with state-of-the-art office spaces and addresses your company desires. Building residences that define your home environment, adjacent to all modes of transportation with on-site parking available. The right address, the right lease. Call 201-521-9000 or visit online at panapintodevelopment.com. Panapinto Properties, building Jersey City for everyone.
We're back, Tom's River Show. Pat O Melia here. Let's stay with Mavis Tire at 280 Route 37 West on 17. I called the guy to get my tires put on, and when they looked them up, they told me, this is a different one now. Oh, did I finish that first one? Hold on. Let me get the result of that. I flipped the page because I made a mark on there. That's the guy who made his second appointment. He got there. They couldn't take care of his car. This is unbelievable. What a waste of my time. Also, the guy is not friendly, maybe because I'm Asian. No, they're incompetent. Yeah, there's no racism there. They're just incompetent freaking buffoons. Here's another guy. I called this place to get my tires put on, and when they looked them up, I was told that the make of the tire was on a national back order. If I can find them, they would install them for me. So I went to Tire Rack and ordered them. Tires were at my door in 18 hours, so I purchased new shocks for my vehicle and received them in the mail. So I called back to have my tires and shocks installed, and I spoke to the woman. She said, "We don't put on parts that they don't order." I definitely would not recommend this place. Go spend your hard-earned money elsewhere. Actually, first time I ever dealt with Mavis Tire was installing Cooper tires on my Jeep that I purchased from Amazon. They had a deal with Amazon. This place is absolutely awful. Here's another one. Don't get your vehicle serviced here. It just goes on and on and on. Stay away from Mavis Discount Tire on Route 37 West. Here's another guy, brings his car in to get repaired, calls, "Is my car ready?" No, waiting for the parts. The next day, he calls, "My car ready?" No. He shows up at the place. After he calls, that's right, in the Yelp here, he calls about his van. They say, "Well, there's no vans here." What do you mean there's no van? So he goes to the place. There's his van. They didn't even start on it. It is so awful. And you go to Yelp and you can see all these things. And it's just a shame that people go to work, earn a hard-earned money, make their schedule appointment, take a day off from work, or at least go in late, or have their wife go or their husband go to drop the car off, and there is no satisfied, and I'm a witness to it, there is no satisfied customers at Mavis Discount Tire on 280 Route 37 West. Stay away from them. They're the coronavirus of car repairs. Stay away from them. They're absolutely awful. And like I tell you, you call their home office, and I spoke to this Dawn woman 3 times. I gave the date one of the last show or the show before. Nobody gets back, but I know they're scared of me because they know I'm on television. They know we got these cameras. They know I'm on the internet. I'm going to put my own Yelp in there. So I advise you strongly to go there and go to Yelp and write anything negative that happened to you. And if you are a Mavis Tire customer from 280 Route 37, send me an email or tweet. I want to know everything that ever happened to customers in that store. If there is a negative experience in that store, I want to know about it because I want to report on it. I want to do a little bit every week until they're in my studio here and they make good to that guy, and I'll probably come up with some other penalty for them. But I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch their reviews. Every time there's a negative one, I'm going to bring it up, and I ask you to stay away from Mavis Discount Tire at 280 Route 37 West. North Bergen going virtual. Now, why do I bring this up? Because it makes so much sense. The North Bergen Parking Authority is going virtual. No more paper permits. No more going to the parking authority to get your monthly permit or your weekly permit or whatever permit you're getting. Tom's River should do the same thing. Go virtual. You do it all online. Now, there's some cons to doing things online with the municipality. Bob Besselis and the Township of North Bergen are doing. Everything's virtual, nothing on your car, nothing hanging on the mirror anymore, no sticky things on your windshield. They're utilizing plate readers. A little bit of an invasion of privacy, but they're utilizing them now. As they ride around town, plate readers reading the plates automatically, and boop, one comes up without a valid parking permit, you get a valid parking ticket. I think it's ideal. You don't have to go there. You can do it all online. But there are some concerns, and when I come back from commercial, I'll talk about those concerns. You're watching the Tom's River Show. I'll be right back.
Ford made their first all-electric SUV a Mustang. Rapid acceleration, reactive handling, 300-mile range. You control how it feels and how it sounds. It knows you. It dials into your preferred settings. It has an array of driver assist technology. Cameras and sensors enhance your awareness and provide you with additional control. But it's more than cutting-edge technology. It's the spirit of it. It's a Mustang.
We're back. Tom's River Show here. Pat O Melia, you there? Concerned Tom's River resident? Now, my concerns were going virtual with North Bergen. And my concerns going virtual anywhere where it has to do with your credit card or bank information is there are far more sophisticated places than a municipality that get hacked. It's still using terms from the old days, where these hackers break through their firewalls, access all their customer information, all their banking information, and go steal all your money. Now, big retail stores and chains and giant organizations have been hacked. I really doubt the municipalities have far more sophisticated security measures than, say, an Amazon or a Walmart or Google. I have a problem with giving that information up. What you should do, and I'm going to do this, I mentioned this in the city show, I'm going to go to the TD Bank, I bank with TD, and get a card that's only good for up like $200, and that'll be the card I use from now on online, when you're at a restaurant, when you're at a gas station, because that's where their skimmers are, where they're stealing your info, is in those places. Like you give a waiter your card to pay for dinner, and the waiter goes in the back, he's got your card, here's the number, I got the 3-digit code in the back, bingo, I got some money. You got to be careful. So if you get a card, maybe a $300 limit if you're taking the family out for dinner. Use it at the gas station. The best they're going to do is get $300 out of you, and the bank's going to take care of that. If somebody grabs it online, I get spoofing emails all the time about my Amazon account or my PayPal account or whatever account has been hacked, and they want me to call. And I would send those things right to the company that's being spoofed. Defend yourself as best you can. But I think what North Bergen is doing is great. My only concern is giving a municipality your credit card and all your banking information. Healthcare workers, they are our line of defense. Remember when we were celebrating them as heroes at the beginning of the pandemic? They were there working. We didn't have the vaccine then. It was just a mask. They had the shields on, but they were out there all the time. The emergency room doctors, the ward doctors, the floor doctors, all the nurses. They were out there when the rest of us were locked down. We were home. They were the heroes. You've seen them on the television commercials all the time. You know, the politicians were thanking them back and forth, and you couldn't do enough. You know, there were discounts being given on all sorts of things for the frontline healthcare workers, professional medical personnel. Governor Murphy, I don't know why, but he put a mandate in that requires healthcare workers to get fully vaccinated and boosted, or they'll get fired. What happened to our heroes here? Why are we, it's bad enough we're dictated to about getting vaccinated and boosted. I got my booster last week on at the Rite Aid on Route 37 West. I got it. Not the one down by 166, the one further up. I got my booster. No reactions, no side effects. Drives a few people nuts, especially my wife. Having any reaction? Could have a delayed reaction of 7 days. Coming in with the thermometer, checking to see if I got a temperature, you got any aches, any pains, nothing. Where the hell do we get off telling medical professionals how to protect themselves medically? If they're worried about a vaccination, they could get a vaccination anytime. We don't need to mandate that. They were our heroes. Brings me back to Spider-Man. Spider-Man's the big movie right now. I have yet to see it. It's been out like 4 weeks. When I wanted to see it, I still got my credit on Fandango. I came down with the flu. We were at the urgent care. By the time I got to urgent care, my wife was sick. I brought her there, and they checked me out. I was at the end of the flu. Spider-Man, the 2002 movie, the Green Goblin to Spider-Man. In spite of everything you've done for them, eventually they will hate you. Why bother? And this is talking about heroes. They were our heroes, these healthcare professionals, these frontline people who were there when there was really no protection, taking care of the sick, when we didn't have the vaccines or any kind of protection outside of masks. And now we're dictating to them. And it's apparently just them. Now we're going to start doing it with kids. We got a mask mandate. I understand protecting the kids and the average Joe, but we're going to dictate and mandate to medical professionals how to keep them healthy? That doesn't make any sense to me. I think that was an overstep. And I kind of agree with whatever Murphy has done, except with this one. We turned on our heroes. All right, we're out of show. You're watching the Tom Rivers Show. Don't forget everything on the bottom of the screen. Like us on Facebook, love us on YouTube, follow us on Twitter and all that good stuff. Remember, do not go to Mavis Discount Tire at 280 Route 37. And I'll talk to you next week. Good night.